now. Here's second down and 7. Back to throw here. Got an open man. It's McLeod. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Falcons. Ray McLeod, 62 yards. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it. And they'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with a first down. They'll set up a throw. They'll find McLeod on the right side complete. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. So the previous play, a big help, is now they'll have it first and 10 up at the 20. Steps away. Across midfield. He's on his way. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble, and it gets him a first down. Now they'll throw here. Out of the gun. Forced out to his left. That is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that'll be incomplete. Now it's second and 10. They'll look to throw here. Points through the contact. Now he gets free up the left sideline. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now he's loose again. Inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Their mobile quarterback. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this one.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
They'll buy some time right. He's taken down inside the 30. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Back to throw now on first down. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback. Quite the game running the football. Last time he finished in the end zone with his legs for the 3rd time in this one. We'll see what they can do here as they start this drive first and 10. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now he's loose up the left sideline as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They're going to look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 46. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. Being chased out left. And ball goes in his right through. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the one. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A touchdown run there from a yard. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. Steps away to his left. And he is tackled inside the 4, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 9 on the scramble there, and it'll leave him with a second and just a couple of inches. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Dancing to his left. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Now they'll switch it up here. Look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he couldn't quite get there. city of Orlando, the rookie from UCF.
And just in case you didn't know in the days leading up to the NFC title game, you definitely know now. No rookie quarterback has ever won the Super Bowl. But this is getting towards uncharted territory. This is a monster deal. But this offense...
And now the rookie spree. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 70 yards. Remember, this offense had it for only one play on their opening drive, and he took it the length of the field himself. So he'll try to fashion something similar here. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, they step aside. Buying time to his left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Darnell Mooney in the final seconds. Falcons back out, getting set for this next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Out to his left. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. They'll roll him out right. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. And it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards.
studios. Here is the rookie quarterback from UCF.
To say what he's done this year, Mike, is unheard of would be an understatement. I mean, there are quarterbacks who go their entire careers without even making it to the Super Bowl, yet here he is on the verge of potentially winning one in his very first season. He's got a lot of work to do between now and the end of this game to make that happen, but if he's able to lead his team to a victory here today, it would be a perfect storybook ending to an improbable and legendary rookie campaign.
Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete. Trying to avoid the early 3 and out. They face third and a yard. He'll look to throw. Forced to his right. Taking off, will try to get there. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. They'll try to play with some pace early on. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. His first catch of the Super Bowl. And good for the first down. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with first and 10. Back to the right side, and incomplete. Bijan Robinson, the intended receiver out of the backfield. And that will lead to a second down. He'll drop to throw. Rolling right. He'll tuck it and take off. And he'll be taken down. We have a chance for the first points of this game as they set up first and goal. They'll look to throw. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Kyle Pitts, touchdown Falcons. Falcons offense ready for their first possession of this second half. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're patched up deep as they start first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pushed out to his right. He's going to run it. And he will be taken down. A big pickup on what will be the final play of this third quarter. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up first and 10. They'll drop to throw. He fires downfield for Pitts. That is brought in. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. You talk about a compelling Super Bowl. from the 22. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Exiting the pocket right. He's going to tuck it and go. A big play right out of the gate on the first play. 59 yards. First down. Back to throw. The reception for Rondale Moore. And he's into the end zone. What a start. Rondale Moore. Touchdown. Ian Morris there, Falcons head coach. His team ready for their next possession. And Greg, week one here in the preseason. Look, we know a lot of the guys who are going to make the roster, but there's still a lot to happen in training camp that players can find their way to a spot on the opening Sunday.
So we hear these stories all the time, Mike, where there's a little buzz about a guy in training camp and coming out of the local beat reporters and maybe the coaches talking about him a little bit. But then there's the surrounding question is he going to make the roster?
And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Touchdown, Falcons. Falcons offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense has to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in the first half that has really given them fits. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. From down near his goal line, he'll look to throw. He keeps it himself.
Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flushed out right. Down the right sideline. And finally taken down at the 34. First down now, but that clock rolling.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. It's their quarterback. Already his second touchdown. Got the job done on the ground on their previous drive with a touchdown run. And they'll start anew with a first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Steps away to his left. Escapes the sack. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Fighting his way through contact. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Dancing to his left. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Second and 3. Forced out to his left. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season.
career, we know he is perfectly comfortable and settled into this spot as the be-all, end-all for this offense. Every time you take the field as a quarterback, you know you're gaining experience, getting more comfortable in the role as he goes forward and tries to learn to take something away from each and every one of these moments.
That's more of the catch out left. He picks up a good chunk of yards here. Looks to be about 7. He's up to the 37. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, he'll look to throw. On target to Moore. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
Gain of 15. And the Falcons first down.
Still sticking with the passing game. On the move, headed right. Complete, it's Bijan Robinson. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Got a man, it's Drake London. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8. Working inside the red zone. And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons take the lead just before halftime. Drake London with the touchdown. Falcons and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And there's enough time left that you can't call it impossible. They're going to need a heck of a play downfield to get in range for a possible game winner. Let's a heater go deep, middle of the field. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. Lucky that didn't end as an interception. And now it's 2nd down. So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And he's taken down. Some quality yardage on that play. That's going to do it for regulation, so some bonus football in store for all those fans in the stands. We're headed for overtime. And there's still something being celebrated by the fans, isn't it, Brock? The coin toss might not decide the game anymore here in overtime. Both sides guaranteed a possession now, even if the first team scores a touchdown. And if we're tied after those 2 series, it is next score wins. If they don't break this tie quickly, it's going to end all squared up. He's trying to go deep again. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. The Falcons take a timeout to their final 1. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. And he has the pick, but no, he can't hold on. Would have given him a chance to win it in OT. Nope, just 2nd down now. All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on 1st down. Forced out to his right. He sends this one to the end zone. And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons take the lead in this game. So the Falcons earn the win in this one. And it took some extra...
his team an immediate lead. You almost expect the game for him to do that. And how much time he's had on the sideline to prepare? This guy's focused for their chance. It's finally arrived.
And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here.
First down, Atlanta.
Pass play on 1st and 10. To the right side and reeled in by London. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. 2nd and 1. And downfield, and he finds London. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try to field goal right now. Catch is made and close. All right, timeout taken by the offense. 5 seconds left, and they can take some points into the locker room on this final play of the half. The Falcons and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Back to throw on 1st and 10. Look underneath here, Robinson. He's halted after about a 6-yard pickup. Stop made at the 36. 2nd and 4. Hits him on the out route. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Falcons will have a first. New set of downs for him from the 46. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They are throwing it again. He's loaded another one up. Brought in inside the 20. All the way into the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take the lead right away in half number 2. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Escapes the pocket. Run right, throwing deep down the side. He's got it inside the 25. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down. From the red zone now. All right, so an important landmark cross on that play. They're inside the red zone now, partner. Now, new overtime rules mean they can't win it with a touchdown, but more times than not, a touchdown does ensure they don't lose it on the next series either.
Yeah, and you do all this work, all this heavy lifting to get into the red zone. It's got to be a touchdown, and that's all you're thinking offensive line. You are not going to feel.
And in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons claim a 6-point lead. Drake London with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So the Falcons will fly home with a win on the road. And they're continuing to survive among...
season in the NFL.
Really solid all-around performance last week, but I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. He had an earth-shattering performance statistically. They got the win. He can continue to play that style of ball. It's going to be a tough group to match up with.
He's going to take a shot here for Mooney, and that is incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. again, working deep downfield. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. On third down, they'll set up to throw. And it's downfield to the tight end Pitts. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. And he just does take that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. That's the tight end Pitts. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. Red zone now. Hill drops a throw. And to the end zone, just too far out in front. That one's incomplete. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. That is caught by the tight end. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Falcons. That's his 1st touchdown this year. The Falcons offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. So we've seen from the start of the season the change in the kickoff rule, the ball coming out to the 35 instead of the 30. Greg, as you talk to folks around the league, there's been a little bit of a change philosophically in how to approach even when you kick a field goal here.
Yeah, I think so much of the initial conversation is how it goes from the kickoff team and who can kick it out the back of the end zone. And I think there's going to be a wide array of approach. But maybe the part that doesn't get talked about enough, Mike, is how the new kickoff rule actually changes how you play the game offensively. So think if you have the ball inside the 5-yard line, it's 4th and goal from the 3. In the old days, right, the days that we all remember where a touchback following a score, in this case a field goal try, you would kick the ball out the back of the end zone, hopefully, and it would be a touchback, and you would lose 17 yards. Instead of on a failed 4th down from the 3, your opponent getting the ball at the 3-yard line, they would now get it 17 yards deeper at the 20, and you would get 3 points as well. Now, all of a sudden, if you do settle for that field goal, the chances of my opponent now possessing the ball following the kickoff outside of the 30, I lose significant field position. So the idea is, I'm going to go for more touchdowns inside the 5. I'm going to go for more.
And he'll get into the end zone. Kyle Pitts, touchdown Falcons. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. And this one really all over but the shouting. 1 timeout left defensively, but there's no need to use it here. They'll drop to throw. That's caught left side by Pitts. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 50. On the move at the 14-yard line. It's 1st and 10. We'll get this to Pitts once more. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the... It's a win for the visiting Falcons. They finish Falcons set to take over here on offense. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, he's going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
To throw. Forced out wide. Right at the outset, he lost the football. And fortunately, one of his teammates downfield comes to his rescue and retains possession after the big play. That is caught. What a job on the scramble. Great London. Touchdown Atlanta. Offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Again, as he throws there, it's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Left side in the hands of London. The sideline. Drake London. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 70 yards. Touchdown Atlanta. Falcons offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. Greg, I love the evolution of the NFL. Every 3-4 years feels like things change a little bit. Right now it feels like we're in a running back, running game era. Does that make sense to you?
Absolutely. And the league has such a funny way of continuing to reinvent itself. Years ago, 15, 20 years ago, Mike, this was a running back-led league. It was play action. Quarterbacks were under center. And then what offenses realized was the best way to score points is to generate explosive points. Get a bunch of yardage all at one time because it's very hard to sustain possession in the NFL. So as a result, they said, okay, what's the best way to generate big plays? It's to throw the ball downfield. So it became a very pass-heavy league. And then now defenses have the answer. The days of the big defensive packages with 265-pound linebackers, everyone now on the field had to be able to defend space and defend the pass. And there was a lot more air on the field created by the defenses. So now, as a result, the offenses are saying, okay, we're throwing into all these bad looks, all these teams playing dime, multiple defensive backs. We're now going to take advantage of smaller bodies on the field, and we're going to run the ball at them. So the way I like to classify it is like, offenses aren't running the ball more because they want to. Offenses are running the ball more because defenses are encouraging them to do that and saying, I dare you to run the ball 40 times this game to generate enough big plays to score enough points to beat them.
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. So it's a win here for the Falcons. They continue to be the hottest team.
The Falcons game is over, but his work isn't done yet. The media wants his thoughts on what decided this game, where the responsibility belongs.